And welcome everybody. Welcome to Typhoons TV number 22. If you're listening to this one, you made it. You made it. You can't ask any more than this. When you drafted your team and you did your diligent waiver wire pursuit, picking up the hot one, dropping, picking up, dropping, picking up this one, dropping them, picking up this one, dropping them, strategically making it weak. Week one, get it. Week two, get it. Week two, modifications. Week three, modifications. You know, being diligent and in tune, ear to the ground. And, because what you have now does not look like what you had, before the year started. And that's what it's all about. Morphing, picking up guys. Mike Boone. We've been telling you about him. It looks like he is trending towards him putting that cherry on top. A guy just been sitting on your bench. Now it's his time. We told you back in week two, not just Dalvin Cook. You want the deed to that whole Minnesota Vikings run game. You want the deed to all of it. That includes Dalvin Cook, Alexander Mattinson, which is his backup, and Mike Boone. Get all of it. Because it's not just the players. The system makes everybody pop. Now, not saying Dalvin Cook isn't good. Not saying Alexander Mattinson isn't good. Not saying Mike Boone isn't good. Just saying the system makes you look better than what you really are. The system is what you buying, not the player. So a lot of you have been getting a lot of emails back. One guy said, thanks, Typhoon. Guess what? Against the Dalvin Cook owner, I'm starting Mike Boone. And against the Josh Jacobs owner, I'm starting DeAndre Washington. Hey, man, that's what it's all about. It's better to have those backup players. It's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. His opponent has Dalvin Cook and Josh Jacobs, and he's playing against him with Mike Boone and DeAndre Washington. How beautiful does it get? How beautiful does it get when that owner is so arrogant and not tuned in and tapped on and turned on and not into the situation, into the whole fantasy football season and belittles that backup situation in prime real estate. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Don't do it next year, folks. Even though that person just sitting on your bench might not never play, it's better to have him and not need him than to need him. And doggone it, he ain't there. On this episode, we're going to talk about Drew Brees' surgical performance. I might complain a little bit talk about Odell Beckham and Baker Mayfield. What have you done for me lately? New evidence out on the Patriots Spygate 2.0, which now is a game changer. You got to be an idiot to rock with them now. They kept saying we want a swift ending to this, and it's still open. So something telling you, common sense tells you something's going on. A lot of folks whining, now. You're living and dying by your choices now. And I just want to talk about a lot of folks on social media whining about, my team scored the most points but got kicked out week one, week two of the playoffs. That's what it's about. You know the rules. Stop whining now. Now they're trying to make some kind of, all play. We'll get into that in a little bit. Now, don't remember, Google on your search engine, Google the Fantasy Typhoon. Hit enter. That's my background. That's my whole page. That's how you follow me. That's how you find my writings. If you want to email me, thefantasytyphoon@hotmail.com. That's right. I got to do a mailbag. Got a lot of questions I want to get out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think it's right here. Make sure you subscribe and comment right here. On the episodes. This episode number 22. Congrats to everyone. Me myself, I finished number 2. I had the most points scored. I got booted. You don't see me whining about it. I know the rules. Don't get to the end and start whining. I got booted. But first, let me give you the quote for the show. The quote is, "Don't wait for the time to be just right, because it never will." I'm sorry, I tore that up. Let me say it the way Napoleon Hill quoted it. Let me give it to you just the way it's quoted. I don't need to paraphrase it. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Napoleon Hill. That's it. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Whether you're planning on getting married, whether you're planning on, adding another addition to the family, whether you're thinking about this job, whether you're thinking about picking up a fantasy player, don't wait. The time will never be just right. Thinking about selling a fantasy asset, do it now. As soon as trading opens up. I don't know your league settings. You might be able to trade now, but most of my league trade settings are closed, at the moment. And, and you have to, most trade settings are closed for the moment, and we have to wait till pretty much after the Super Bowl or right after the fantasy season to open up. That's usually when I do a garage sale. In my dynasty leagues, at that point, I do a garage sale. I put everybody up. Let's just see. But like I said, in 3 of my main leagues, one I finished number 2, the other one I finished number 4, the other one I finished like number 3. Only made it to the chip in 1. I'm in the ship in 1 league. Dynasty 48 league is very important to me. I really hope I win it. The stars are kind of aligning for me to have a good matchup. All this thing is matchups, man. This whole year, it's all been matchups. But like I said, I get into that a little bit later. Now, here's an observation that I've been looking at in my leagues. I don't know about yours, but you might want to take a look at yours. Christian McCaffrey is in none. Out of not just the championships I'm in. I'm talking about all the championships I participate in. In all the championships, there's no Christian McCaffrey. That's weird. He did all that heavy lifting for you during the season, carrying you weeks, giving you W's those weeks. And when it's all said and done, at the end of the year, when you need him the most, those teams, for some reason, it's not just one league. I'm talking about, I'm in numerous leagues. I'm in too many leagues. And the majority of the leagues, all the leagues I'm in, all the finals, there's no sign of Christian McCaffrey, and none. Now, I'm not down talking Christian McCaffrey. I'm just saying it takes more than just Christian McCaffrey to get the job done. It's a team. It's a team effort, not just one player carrying you week after week. You got to build. Now you need to build around Christian McCaffrey, or go ahead and cash out and bring in assets needed to get you to the ship. Now, guess what player is in the majority of them? Zeke. Zeke is in the majority of the leagues I participate in. I don't know about you. You might take a look at yours. But the ones I'm in, I would say out of the 10 leagues, 7 in the championship have Zeke. That's wild. So, in other words, Zeke was doing enough during the year. Might not look. We told you he's our number 1 asset. Might not look like it, but at the end of the day, the leagues I participate in, Zeke is showing up in that last game on folks' roster. Zeke is there. But, it is what it is. Drew Brees, surgical, flawless night against the Colts. Now he's the number 1 touchdown passer in the NFL. He owns the record. He just took it from Peyton Manning. And right behind Peyton Manning, you got Tom Brady. So Tom Brady's about to take him pretty much against. He could do it against Buffalo, or maybe the game following the game following Buffalo. In other words, Drew Brees just passed Peyton Manning, and sooner or later, Tom Brady is going to pass it. So unless Tom Brady passes Drew Brees, it'll be Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning and then Brett Favre as far as your touchdown leaders during their whole career. But Drew Brees was surgical. I'm sitting back, watching ESPN, NFL Live, and they just happened to go through all his completions. He had a crazy percentage rate. I think he broke the record for the best pass percentage rate as well. I think he had just one drop. It was like 29 for 30. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm just going off the top of my dome. And they went through all his completions, and it was prime Sean Payton on display. Guys were wide open. Taysom Hill, wide open. Taysom Hill, touchdown. Jared Cook, wide open. Traquan, I think it's Traquan Smith or something, wide open. Alvin Kamara out the backfield, wide open. Michael Thomas, his nickname as far as his Twitter handle, Can't Guard Mike, that's real. You can't guard him. There's nothing you can do with him. I mean, he's wide open. I'm like, he's getting the ball. You know it. Defenses know he's getting the ball. And he's still getting 12 targets and 9 catches off, in other words, I don't think he dropped the pass. So in other words, they were just playing 7-on-7 out there. Drew Brees out there just having the ball. Made the offense look a little bit better than what it is. But when it's clicking and they're in the dome, that's a tough out. So, they're gaining momentum going into the playoffs. So with Brees on point and you sitting there just letting him sit back and dissect you, Brees is surgical in the dome. But, it is what it is. Now, let's get on the Patriots right quick, and I get in and out. Last week I was telling you, it's kind of, I treat the Cowboys, fairly until I'm not just going to, even though I'm the biggest Cowboys is the only team I've ever liked, I've ever loved, in NFL. Still to today. Through all my youth until now, Cowboys has been the only team. But I'll go only but so far with you for the simple fact I'm not making any money from it. So, I'll whether you caught taping or what, I'll rock with you until the information comes out until all right, nothing I can do with you. And I'm talking to your Patriots fans. All right, you got caught with Spygate, 1. So you already known as cheaters. You're already on the record as cheaters. You can say what you want, but, you can, there's only a certain amount of fandom that you can put to this until you look stupid. Now, after that, you can, no matter how much nonsense you say Deflategate was, deflated football. No matter how much nonsense you say Deflategate was, it happened and the balls were deflated. I rocked with you from the outside until information came out. You had a guy on the payroll named Deflator, and he's in charge of the football. I'm an idiot now if I still cape for you and say that's, no matter how much nonsense you say it was, it didn't give you a full advantage. It was illegal, and you did it, and you had a guy paying a guy named the Deflator. I can't do nothing with you after that. I can't rock with you no more. I can't say you're not guilty no more. I'd be an idiot to say you're not guilty no more. All right. Move on to Spygate 2.0. Right? Guys up there, you guys know the information. He's filming the sidelines, right? Okay. What harm is it? Now they got headphones. They're not using signals anymore. That is irrelevant to me. It's illegal to film it, period. So I don't know what Belichick is doing with this information. In other words, Belichick wants the information. He's using it for something. Now, whether I know what he's using it for or whether it seems irrelevant or huge to me doesn't matter. In other words, it's illegal and Belichick is doing it. Now, all right, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. All right, I don't have all the information in, so all right, I'm just waiting for this thing to get cleared and get over with, and let's move on. All right, then I do a little bit more digging. All right, now the guy filming it, right? All right, has some new information come to light. All right, now if the guy's been working for you 6 months, maybe he didn't really know what he was doing. All right, let you slide. Let's move on from this. All right, come to find out, let's say if he works for craft media production or whatever you call it for a year, okay? We get into the gray area, but all right, he's been there 2 years. He might not know what he's doing, in other words. So because the cameraman said, hey man, I don't know what I'm doing, right? That's his defense. So we getting ready to shut that down. Now, if you've been there 1 year, 6 months, all right, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you should know what you're doing, dog. But all right, I give it to you. 2 years. If you've been working there 2 years, all right, dog, I'll give it to you. You've been there 2 years. You've been filming 2 years. You don't know what you're doing. You're filming the sideline. You don't know what you're doing. No harm, no foul. Let's move on. Clear it. Clear the Patriots. All right, now, here comes the information. Guys, the guy has been filming for Craft Productions for 18 years. I can't rock with you no more. You're guilty. You're cheaters. You're cheaters. You've been cheating this whole time, and now I want to know. I would like to know how many videos how long you been doing this? Because all right, one, he got 8.5 minutes of the sideline, only the sideline. Now he knows what he's doing. He's been there 18 years. He knows. All right, so all right, so I can't give you the benefit of the doubt on that. You know what you're doing, dog. You know you cheating. You know you giving that film to Belichick. There's no doubt now. None. In other words, why are you taping it? That film or a report from that film will end up on Belichick's desk. Now, how many teams have they been doing? And how long would have taped if he didn't get caught? Would he would have taped the whole game instead of just 8? He got caught at 8 minutes. 8.5 minutes or whatever. He just got caught at that. So we America, we don't know how long he would have actually taped. And two, he's been there 18 years, so evidently there's a protocol in place that he's going round and 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 round stadium to stadium to stadium to stadium. He's still taping sideline footage. And he knows the protocol. There's a certain protocol. Now, Belichick has all deniability, but there's a system in place where this guy goes out and records, gives it to somebody, somebody does something to it, and then a report ends up on Belichick's desk. That's clear now. If you're a Patriots fan, you can do whatever you want. I can't look like an idiot caping or taking up for my team. I take up for him. I'm not getting. Kraft is the one making the $1 billion. Belichick's the one making money. Brady's making the money. As a fan, I'm not making any money. So I can only go but so far with you. Now, if it's my family, I'm caping with you to the end. Even though I know you're wrong, I'm still rocking with you. I'm in your corner. I'm still going to do what I can and everything I can for you. And I look stupid for my family. But I'm not going to sit here and look stupid for an organization that don't know me. If I'm out at, if Tom Brady's out, if Robert Kraft is out at dinner, you come up for an autograph, he going to take you, man, get out my face. I don't know you. I'm at dinner with my family. But you, on the other hand, going to sit here and know the facts. And, yeah, they're not cheating. Bro, it's official now, in my opinion. Patriots are cheaters. Period. Let's see. Let's move on. Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield, keep talking, is still yakking about everything but football. Okay, now let's really look at Odell Beckham. What have you really done besides that catch? You had a heck of a catch against the Cowboys. You called it like this. I think he went like 3 fingers. I mean, it was a beautiful catch. Oh, that was a beautiful catch. But you lost the game. You lost the game. You haven't won, to my knowledge, I don't think you won a playoff game. So why is Odell Beckham has so much following? Why is his brand so huge? He's done nothing. Baker Mayfield has done nothing. You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, what's the difference between Odell Beckham and Kenny Galladay? Odell Beckham's real level is a Kenny Galladay level. Why is Odell Beckham so superstarish? And I'd rather have Kenny Galladay than Odell Beckham. But anyway, we'll keep moving. Get in and out of these so we can get out and give you. Oh, Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, HumbleBeast, my dog. Meant to give you a shout out first. Man, HumbleBeast. Look, HumbleBeast and I was in that battle. I think I beat him by 0.20 before stat corrections. It's wild. So I'm not even worried about it no more. I got him. You know, I come in Sunday, getting ready to set my lineup because I didn't have anybody playing Thursday night, so no need to set lineups until Sunday. So I'm coming in Sunday, getting ready to set my lineup, and I'm looking. I'm like, whoa, what happened? I'm supposed to be the one playing in the semifinals. And I look, and it must have been a stat correction. I never knew what player's stat. I was looking, trying to see what player got stat corrections. Where was the incorrect information at to make him beat me by 1.5 or 2 points or something. I was up by 0.20 when I went to bed Monday night, and I had to win. Then come that Sunday, I'm going to set my roster. Yeah, feeling good. I'm in 2 championships. And come to find out I got yanked. And it was HumbleBeast made it. And I'm not mad. I want HumbleBeast. HumbleBeast needs a championship. He needs to be solidified. He needs his place in EFG history. And I think he's going to win it. He has an awesome team. I'll go through his team in a minute. It's a keeper league. Matter of fact, let me go through HumbleBeast's team. Let's go through your team right quick, HumbleBeast. Let's see who should win this matchup. We'll do that right quick. Sorry, I'm improvising. Bear with me here. Trying something new. I didn't have this on tap. We'll do this for HumbleBeast, man. That's my boy. I really want him to get. A championship under his belt. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing there. Let me let it load up because now I got to go through about 3 things. Where I got to set up. I got to set up on all my Yahoo leagues. So now I got to go through all of them to get to HumbleBeast. Let's see. Now this is the league I finished. I think I finished 2nd or 3rd in. But HumbleBeast beat me. You know the rules when you come in. Matter of fact, let me touch on this topic while we're going into this one. Look, I get to HumbleBeast. Now, bear with me, HumbleBeast. I know if you're listening, man, bear with me. Look, you got to man up with your decisions here. Now, it's not that hard. Now, all right, let's say, for instance, week 1, and you're setting your lineup. That's why you go to social media or whatever you go to guy, you text him or however you do to get some lineup advice. But at the end of the day, you gotta live and die with the decision. And here's why. Because now you're learning, what you're doing is learning your team for the playoffs. You're learning how your team reacts to what. You're looking, all right, they don't do good in this situation. Let's take Amari Cooper, for instance. I own Amari Cooper. And you know Amari Cooper away, all right, you're not going to get that Amari Cooper that you get at home. So now when you're looking at your roster and you have another option open, now I'm starting to learn. Okay, through week 8, all right, you see trends still the same. All right, then they get to the Patriots. All right, it was an away game, but you saw how if a number one corner is going to follow him around, you know, you're learning who your player. I'm talking about for each player, but right now I'm just spotlighting Amari Cooper. It's a little easy to do this. Other players a little bit harder. But I own Amari Cooper, and I already know what I got. So, first week of the playoffs, I got Amari Cooper pretty much everywhere, and they're playing the Rams at home. Even though it's at home, I already know Amari Cooper's a non-factor. Because I own Amari Cooper. I've been watching him week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way to week 14. I know how Amari Cooper, if anybody should know how Amari Cooper operates, it should be me. So I shouldn't even have to ask anybody a question, well, should I start or sit Amari Cooper? I already know I got to sit him. You see what I'm trying to, I told you last week to sit Amari Cooper. You should know this. All right? Same with Dak. Coming forward. By now, you know who Dak is. But Carson Wentz. Week 14, 15, now it's time for your championship. You shouldn't have to ask anybody what to do with him. They're your players. You should be in tune with your roster and watching it, taking notes each. Oh, okay. Against this type of defense, he's at home and away. You should kind of know what your player is right now. If anybody should know, it should be you. They're your players. You should, after each win or loss, you should go back through and look at your start situation. Should have done this, should have done that. In other words, you're making all your mistakes for now. You see what I'm trying to say? You're making all your mistakes for now. So now you don't have to make those mistakes. You got all this information from week 1 all the way through week 14 about all your players now. Now you shouldn't need any start sit advice now. But that's something you should do, going and getting better. And so in other words, now I'm starting Amari Cooper this week. He's going to have a huge game because it's going against the Eagles. We already know the Eagles. So the home away split really doesn't affect me as much. But what could affect me is Dak's shoulder. But me, myself, I don't believe everything the media says. Here's my take on Dak. Now, is Dak hurt? Yes. But is he hurt to the point like, oh, God, I can't throw. Oh, God, I can't throw. Oh, I can't throw. But you know what, Cowboys? I'm a play. Or is it, yeah, I'm a little sore, but it's all right. I think it's more of that than, oh, God, I can't throw. I can't throw. Oh, I can't throw. But Cowboys, I'm a play. That's what the media is portraying right now. He's hurt. I mean, he's beat up. He's in serious pain. He can't go. That's the narrative that they're pushing to you, and I'm not buying. Dak's ready to rock and roll. What they're doing is they're giving a built-in excuse if they lose. Well, they're giving Cowboys a built-in excuse if they lose for the simple fact, Dak was injured. He could barely go, kind of like a flu game. That they're setting that narrative up for you, for us to have an out as Cowboys fans, to keep us locked in and loaded and keep our attention off other things, give us an out. That's all that is. Now, is Dak injured? Yes. To the point where he can perform without Dak's fine as far as playing. Dak can play. But they're giving us that mental out. Dak Dak wasn't healthy, so Eagles got us. All right. So we won't feel bad about the season. We won't feel bad about the year. We won't look at it as we won't look at this season as big of a failure as it really is. This season is a huge failure. But this information now, hold them out, practice a little bit, shoot James Slater the information, shoot Ed Werner the information that he's, oh my God, is critical. It's not. Dak's fine. Which leads me to Amari Cooper again. Amari Cooper against that defense is getting ready to eat. They know each other. Home away splits don't really matter when you know each other. I know you. Like, let's say when you're dating your girlfriend, you've been over her house a lot, you got clothes over her house. She's been over your house a lot, she got clothes at your house. You got key to her house, she got key to your house. You know her house. When you walk in, you can kind of be blindfolded and walk around her house. That's the way. That's how it is, like a home and away. I know your home. They know our home. So it's not really a big deal as far as, what their tendencies are and what our tendencies are. They're going to stop Zeke, and now they're going to leave it open. Now, with the elbow news, hopefully, pretty much Philly's not buying it. They know Dak's going to come out slinging. We might come out slinging out the gate. Dak might come out throwing 4 passes before they even run. Because the narrative has been set about the arm. But don't believe everything you hear in the media. But you should know your player by now. You should. And if you don't, that's shame on you. You don't know who to start. Now, look, I'm seeing a lot of people, man, you're whining. And I have no sympathy for you. You know the rules when you signed up. You knew it wasn't about points. You knew it was about head-to-head, man. Team can get hot and smoke you, period. Team got hot, HumbleBeast got hot, smoke me. It is what it is. I'm not mad at HumbleBeast. HumbleBeast, I want you to win it. I am seriously rooting for you like it was me, man. I might be rooting for you a little bit more. Because I want you to get your due in EFG settings. You've been playing hard. You a Grissom insider. Man, this is your time, HumbleBeast. HumbleBeast, this is yours. This is your championship starting Saturday at 1 o'clock. Week 16 kicks off. HumbleBeast, this is yours. I'm saying it now. You're going to win it. And we're going to go through your roster in a minute. Now, I see a lot of folks whining. Well, I'm the high scorer. I should have got this. I should have got extra 2 points. No, you shouldn't. You know the rules when you signed up. Don't start whining now. I hate that. Especially when experts do it. God, that makes me, I hate it when experts do that. You know the rules, dog. You know. Don't start whining now. Oh, well, they should have gave me this. Maybe we need to change to this all play format. And miss me with that, man. Get out of here. Don't try to skew the league rules to help you out. Because 9 times out of 10, if you the high scorer like I was, in pretty much most of my leagues, I'm the high scorer. In the one, I'm the second high scorer, and I'm in the ship on that one. But all the other ones, I was either the high scorer or the next high scorer. I'm out. And no, we didn't have no bye weeks. But I knew that. I know that coming in. When I drafted, I knew that. So why am I supposed to get whiny and mad at it now and want to change the rules now when I knew that signing up? Now, if week 4, they changed the rules, all right, now I can get upset. But if the rules were in place when you drafted and now you get to the end and you whining, come on, experts. Y'all better than that. Come on, experts. I got love for all of you. You got to be better than that. You can't be whining about losing. And you know what the rules were from the jump, man. You can't win them all. Look, like me, I was in a dynasty league. This is years ago. This is how I found out, I guess I might be good at this. Finally got the team where I wanted it. Went through the whole regular season, playoffs, no loss. Winded the next season. Went through the whole season undefeated, playoffs undefeated. Won again, but on top of that, bench was so good. Now if I would have played my bench, I probably would have lost 2 games and still won the ship. The next year, all the way through to the ship. And my bench would have went all the way through to the ship. Won again. I mean, and then it got to the point, man, the league dissolved because they was like, man, Typhoon, we ain't playing with you no more. Everybody just stopped coming. The whole league just shut down. Like, we ain't doing this no more. I mean, and to be honest with you, it didn't get any fun anymore. Dominating like that. And that's when I realized, okay, I guess I'm against different competition. I need to up my competition. I didn't pat myself on the back. Well, I'm this good. No, I just need to play with a little bit better competition than what I was playing with. That's all that was. Step your game up. If you out there beating up on folks, that's not good for you. Step your game up. Quit the league. Go find you another league with steeper competition. And then I dominated the next one, steeper competition. Now I'm in EFG setting with top dogs across the world. And I can't dominate that. I can win it, and I've won it. Went to 3 championships back to back, won 2 back to back, won 1, and then won another one. That's my claim to fame. You feel me? But as far as dominating it, you can't dominate these. You can't dominate these. Competition is too high. It's too competitive. And this is what HumbleBeast is in. So you look, experts, miss me with all that stuff. You know? All right, let's go to HumbleBeast. Let's go to his roster and who he's playing again. And we'll see if I can. HumbleBeast, I'm doing this for you, man. Look, team is 7-6 in the finals. Team is 8-5 in the finals. Come on, man, you got to get that up. That's what league rules are not skewed so the first round, so the player who gets the most points can win all the time, because 9 times out of 10, look, like I was telling you about me and mine. I had 3 outstanding weeks, which is why my scoring set, my weekly scoring average is higher than pretty much everybody's in the league, is because I had 3 good weeks. I had 3 outstanding weeks where the team just went bananas. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like my team really dominated. I just had 3 outstanding weeks of the 13 weeks. So you can't turn around and give me all that leverage in the playoffs just because I had 3 good weeks. It looks like you scored more points, and it looks like that's a great accomplishment. But at the end of the day, you just more than likely you had 2 or 3 phenomenal weeks that set you up to where it's hard to catch up when you're doing good. You pretty much finish in top 5, and then you blow the league out 2-3 good weeks, and you come back down 6, you finish in 7, you finish in 4th. It's gonna be hard for somebody to catch up with you. So, man, y'all miss me with that, experts. Come on, experts, you got to be better than that. You got to. You got to have more fight in you, more competitiveness than that, especially when you know the rules from the jump. All right, I'm gonna move on from that. You out. I'm out. Hey, I got taking it like a man. It is what it is. What it is. I'll see you next year. Let's see, HumbleBeast. Now projections got Mexican Fury. He's playing against Mexican Fury, which is 7-6. He's a 6th place team. He's in the finals. HumbleBeast, out of the 6 that made it, the 6 out of 16 make it to the playoffs. I think he's 6 in this one. Well, let's just say 6. The 6th team and the 5th team are playing each other in the finals. That's beautiful. That's how you know you got an even league. That lets you know everybody got a shot. Just because you just won it all and dominated it all, don't mean you can get that edge when it's 0-0. It's 0-0. The regular season's over. It's 0-0 now. Now you got to prove it, and it's all matchups. That's all it is. All right. Mexican Fury got Deshaun Watson, and HumbleBeast got Lamar Jackson. Deshaun Watson against Tampa Bay, and Lamar Jackson against Cleveland. Both of them on the road. Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens owe Cleveland something. So they're coming for blood. And Deshaun Watson is in a beautiful matchup. That's just a beautiful matchup. I call that a tie. I can't really give that to any player. Either one of those quarterbacks can win. All right, let's move to the wide receiver 1. HumbleBeast has Tyler Lockett against Arizona. And Mexican Fury has Courtland Sutton against Detroit. Once again, beautiful matchups. Detroit is not playing any defense. Courtland Sutton's going off. Tyler Lockett against Arizona. I mean, I don't care what y'all say. Patrick Peterson isn't that dude. He don't scare nobody no more. He don't scare me. Patrick Peterson don't scare me no more. Tyler Lockett could have a big game. Seattle got to win. Now, does Denver have to win? But I don't know. I don't know about that one. That's still anybody's game. All right, come down to the second one. Mexican Fury has Tyreek Hill. He's going up against Chicago on the road. And HumbleBeast has Michael Gallup against Philadelphia. That Michael Gallup game could turn into a shootout. It's a must-win game. Knowing the scoring settings here, I'm going Gallup over Hill in the scoring settings. All right, come up next, you got Anthony Miller, Mexican Fury, at home against Kansas City. And HumbleBeast has Allen Robinson, Chicago wide receiver, against Kansas City. They could be playing for that. They could be trying to come back. I'm going to have to get Anthony Miller this one. All right, come down. You got Nick Chubb versus Baltimore for Mexican Fury. And you got Leonard Fournette versus Atlanta. I got to go Chubb. Chubb ate them up last time. All right, got to go Mexican Fury. Melvin Gordon versus Oakland at home. Oh, he got Mike Boone versus Green Bay. Woo! HumbleBeast picked up Mike Boone. Yes, sir. Got to go Mike Boone. Mike Boone getting ready to eat this up. Mike Boone might be your league winner, dog. HumbleBeast. Mike Boone might do it for you, boy. That might be that edge you've been looking for. Both got great tight ends. George Kittle versus the Rams, Mexican Fury. Travis Kelce versus Chicago. I'm giving that to. They'll finish pretty much the same, but I'm gonna have to go Kittle. And, wow, this is a good matchup. DK Metcalf for Mexican Fury, Arizona. against Jarvis Landry against Baltimore. Now, Jarvis Landry ate Baltimore up last time. I'm gonna go Jarvis Landry because they're gonna be behind. Jarvis Landry is gonna win that one. Kicker, Carolina, Jay Sly against Jake Elliott. I would give Elliott that. That's to you, HumbleBeast. Denver defense versus Kansas City defense. Giving you the edge on that one. Mexican Fury has Kansas City. HumbleBeast has Denver. I'm giving you the upside on that one, HumbleBeast. Denver defense. Darius Leonard, HumbleBeast, linebacker against Trey Edmonds, Buffalo linebacker. I'm giving you that one, HumbleBeast. That might be your separator too. Safety Michael Jenkins, Philadelphia versus Williams, Cincinnati. Safety on Miami. I'm giving that to Mexican Fury, Cincinnati to Williams. Danielle Hunter, defensive end Minnesota against DeForest Buckner, San Francisco. I'm giving that one to Buckner. Blake Martinez, linebacker, Green Bay against Littleton. Mexican Fury against San Francisco. I'm giving that to Martinez. HumbleBeast, it'll be a close one. But that Mike Boone, man. That Mike Boone might have put you over the top. Lamar Jackson, Lockett, Gallup, Boone, Kels, your Denver defense, Darius Leonard. Those are your hot spots. All you need is Lockett just to produce. All you need is Allen Robinson just to produce. Allen Robinson gets you 100 yards and a touchdown. That's a wrap. Leonard Fournette, you just need him to produce. You just need him just to produce. Just don't sit there and do nothing. Just have a decent game. You just need the rest of these guys just to be decent. As of now, I'm picking the win. This is Yahoo. You get to pick the win. I'm picking HumbleBeast. Picking you to win, man. Although projections got you losing by about 305 HumbleBeast to Mexican Fury, 312. I'm going with HumbleBeast in this, man. Good luck to you, HumbleBeast, man. I hope you win. And Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Probably won't see you until after the Christmas to the next year. Probably won't do another one of these until the next year. Kind of start going over who I've already been doing my projections as far as who should be that top player from each position. I don't care where you draft them at, but who should be the first wide receiver off the board, who should be the first quarterback off the board, and who should be the first running back off the board, tight end, so forth and so on. I'll come back with that in the new year. Wish everybody luck in your championship leagues. Remember, this is all about fun, man. This game ain't real. And if you lose, don't start whining over the scoring settings and you didn't get credit for this and that. You knew it going in. Even if you didn't read your scoring settings and the way playoffs are handled before you started, then that's shame on you. Just simple as that. Man up. Google or Bing the Fantasy Typhoon, hit enter. That's my whole page. That's how you follow me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave me some comments. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck in all your fantasy leagues. HumbleBeast, I want you to win it, man. And as always, don't just win. Dominate! We go.